If you performing, trust me, you'll be in that zone and you're like, that was the greatest thing that ever happened. Everybody's going, it was great. I was like, it was?
There's musicality in us, but there's also the fact that we play sport. It was almost like finally my old world met my new world, and the two collided perfectly.
I don't think anybody can beat me at anything until I'm beat. You know?
All right.
You might do a little counting, man.
So who was the real Madden player here? Who's getting everyone off the sticks?
I actually know how to play. I don't know. Does anybody else know how?
Yeah, I'm not probably not as good as Rome, but yes, I play enough.
Honestly, I thought Marsai was going to take it. I don't know why.
You know why? Because I play him on fantasy football, but not in real life.
Outside, inside, we don't stop.
All eyes are on Bobby Coleman.
Let's get that rating up.
Yeah. I'm so gifted, prolific.
The game has some sort of power over me.
Up, down, left, or right, it doesn't matter.
Oh, what a move!
I mean, the button mashing was just so convincing. I was like, oh, yes, that is definitely a spin button move right there. Rome, who is your team that you usually play with?
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson?
I like playing with him. You know, he's electrifying on the game. He's unstoppable.
Do you think you could beat me, though?
Beat you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I don't think anybody can beat me at anything until I'm beat. You know?
All right.
I might do a little counting, man.
A lot of spicy talk. I want to get your gamer tag after this. You know, I haven't played Madden in a long time, but you know, back in the day, I was him for real. I was really
I believe you.
But no, seriously, this movie looks like it was so much fun to be a part of. I mean, y'all just have such like a natural energy and charisma on set. I mean, Ro, let me ask you, who do you think is like the funniest or goofiest behind the scenes that we wouldn't expect?
I feel like Omari. I mean, I spent a lot of time with him, but I was surprised how funny he was. You know, I didn't meet him before. I only knew him from his work. And I'm like, man, you know, I'm working with him. I've seen him on a bunch of stuff, and then just super inviting, but also just grounded, man. He always was very present. And it's just great to be around people that's like that, especially when you got a bunch of stuff going on and you come to work and it's like hard to put stuff away. But, you know, I always felt like me and him, we was just locked in the moment we started, man. And we just, right? Oh, what you think?
Wow. Lock in, kid. Cast, man. Dream cast to me. Didn't expect for it to go as fluid as it went, but it met the expectations and then some. Got a little brother, got forever a little sister, had a sister in Kelly. Kelly and I go back over a decade, but having worked with Marsai and Rome, I definitely will say that they're at the top of the game, man. Top of the food chain at what they do, both of them.
I mean, that's sensational. I mean, Marsai, how would you describe the atmosphere and the overall vibes on set?
Oh, I mean, it was lots of fun. Not only with me, because I had my parents there as well, but also I was able to be a part of an amazing, lovable cast. I mean, there were lots of fun to be with, and the experiences we had. We were at the stadium, to the house, and the crazy scenes that we had, and even Anderson's mansion. It was pretty. Everything to the T was very, very dope for sure.
Omari, so I read that you actually played football. You were like a college football star. What was it like getting to put the pads back on?
It wasn't as easy taking my 40-year-old bones and trying to turn them into a, 30-year-old whatever, especially next to Rome, who comes from sport equally and is very athletic. So shout outs to my dear daughter for making me look as good on the field as she did.
I need you to make sure I'm at my absolute best this Sunday.
This Sunday?
You got somewhere more important to be? Hey.
Hi.
I got a shot at the Super Bowl. What is the secret?
Playing a lot of Madden.
It ain't that funny.
Let's take it up a notch.
But it was cool. It's fun to get back in it. The locker room stuff, I think that's the big thing that I can't speak for Rome. But I definitely feel like that was the thing that brought it all full circle for me, was being back in the locker room setting with all of those guys. That was amazing. We had an incredible coaching staff. We had an incredible group of guys that all gave us their time, unlimited amount of time. They came out every day and they performed with me and Rome. So that was cool.
Do you think preparing for the football aspect was different than how you usually prepare? Because everyone knows, I mean, if you play football, you know it's like a different type of speed. Did you have to train differently?
I think it's interesting because you're working with two musicians. So the music part, Kelly and Rome have both been inviting and embracing that I do music, but coming from sport is an interesting sort of I look at Rome, and when Rome says, "Oh, why did we lock in so well?" I think it's because there's musicality in us, but there's also the fact that we play sport. And so, yeah, the preparation is perhaps, you think about being a method actor, which I am. A lot of athletes are method actors without knowing that they're method actors, because in that world of acting as ball players, which is not acting, whether basketball, baseball, or football, or whatever they're in, they definitely take a methodical approach to like preparing for whatever. So it didn't change that much. It was almost like finally my old world met my new world, and the two collided perfectly.
Man, I can tell you did poetry back in the day, man. That's poetic. But no, playing football is one thing, but performing at the Super Bowl is a whole nother world, okay? And Kelly,
Yes.
you are a legend, a GOAT, if you will. And I have to ask you, what was it like performing at the Super Bowl? Because I really want to know.
Can I tell you, Kwame?
You can tell me.
I'm
You
sorry.
don't remember?
I swear to you. Here's what I remember. Rehearsal. And the cool part was getting up there and knowing the placement and the stage. And when it was time to jump up in these hills and land, that's all I cared about. And I don't remember the Super Bowl until I saw it. Isn't that crazy?
That's wild.
It's so crazy.
That's crazy. Someone like me, I would be taking every moment in. I've been taking like mental snapshots. I'm like,
I know. But not if you performing, though, Kwame. If you performing, trust me, you'll be in that zone and you're like, that was the greatest thing that ever happened. Everybody's going, it was great. I was like, it was?
What? What did I do?
Who's there?
That's all the time that we have for today. Thank you all so much for joining me in my Hangouts, and it's been sensational, y'all.
I've lived in 7 cities before my 16th birthday. All because my football star dad is fumbling away his career.
At your age, it's not even about finishing first. It's about finishing it all.
Maybe start thinking about what life might look like after football.
Whoa. Welcome to my wonderland.
The whole team's in my theater playing Madden.
She's mean on that Madden. Oh, yeah? Oh, well, she must be playing as me. What about you? What's your rating?
He's a 67.
That's tough.
He gave me a copy of his Madden.
And he signed it. This game is not coming into my house.
Outside.
Let's get that rating up.
Yeah. I'm so gifted, prolific.
The game has some sort of power over me.
Up, down, left, or right, it doesn't matter.
Oh, what a move! I got a shot at the Super Bowl.
Let's take it up a notch.